Should anglers and boaters be more self-aware when driving their boat? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. If you're new, my name is Steve Chapman. The following video is really scary. Luckily, nobody was hurt, but it could have been fatal. Now, this was shot 2 years ago by the channel Bassin Bill 96, and I would recommend going and checking out the whole video and all of the commentary because it's informative. And after we've had we had the fatal crashes. We had the fatal crash on the Invitational recently, and then the crash at NPFL. This is something that we need to be very aware of. And while nobody wants to see an accident, I think some of it really stems from being just very aware of your surroundings, on what's going on in front of you and what's going on behind you, and just keeping your head almost on a swivel. And I want to make it very clear, I do not think the boat driver in this incident is the problem. However, he still needs to be aware of what's going around him and whoever's riding his ass. But the other boat driver is definitely not paying attention, and it could have been absolutely fatal.
Holy dude! Everybody good? Everyone's good. I almost jumped off the boat. Oh my God.
Now, here are my questions to you. Are the screens too high? Are there too many on the front of the boat? Are there too many obstructions in the front that can make sure that you're not seeing what's in front of you? Now, I should say, the other boat that almost killed these guys, and luckily didn't, should have stopped. He should have apologized and just realized that he almost cost someone their life. And I'm not sure if he did or didn't, because the video doesn't go on. But just because there's a community hole that this first boat is going to fish doesn't mean that the guy behind him, who's really not paying attention or watching other people fish or keeping his eyes on his graphs, shouldn't be aware of what's happening in front of him. And when you really look at this, the angler or the boater that almost kills these guys had plenty of time to react. There was at least 10 to 12 seconds of just, they're unbelievably scared. It's a possible horrific event. And again, luckily, nothing happened. But that boater that almost hit those guys had plenty of time to swerve or get out of the way. Just because the first boat slowed down doesn't mean he shouldn't be aware of what's going on in front of him. It's like driving a car and texting. All of us think we can do it. But at one point in time, there's always one of those times when you look down at your phone for that millisecond and you look up and realize everybody's braking in front of you. You slam on your brakes and you're scared and you say to yourself, okay, hopefully you say this, I'm not going to use my phone. I'm not going to text while I'm driving. And those graphs and everything else that's on the front of the boat and then where they're driving in the cockpit are obstructing the angler's view when he's driving. And should there be something that says we're only going to have a certain amount per boat? Or are we going to allow the technology companies that sell these to make bigger screens so that they do obstruct our view more? I don't know. And those technology companies put a lot of money back into the industry, something that not many companies do anymore. And we do need that influx of cash in tournaments and other things. But when is enough enough? And with the fatalities on the MLF event and the crash at NPFL, it is a weird, crazy time that we need to just be very aware of our surroundings when we're running our boats and our cars. But what do you think? Comment below and tell me what you think. I really do appreciate everybody who's new to the channel and subscribed and become a member, even that bought hats and just is interactive on the channel. I really appreciate you. So thank you. It's humbling. It's really humbling, but thank you again. But if you're not a subscriber, you should be. Just click that button and welcome to the team. Remember, take a kid fishing, tight lines, cheers, and get your fish on.